Look out! Alright, animal encounters. They're coming for you. So these are about wild animals, not your, pet. Not your doggy. Or your kitty. And I know we've been reading all this week about animal encounters. But today we're reading one last story, and then tomorrow you're doing an open response, and you got to show how each story meets the theme of how humans help or how we should encounter or meet animals in the wild. And you need a quote from each text tomorrow, okay? Today will be alright and be fun and easy because you'll just be doing a vocabulary sheet and a grammar sheet about not doing no double negatives. Whoa! Alright, yeah, so please do not do double negatives.
You did it again.
Well, I hope you don't have a no good day. Okay. Yeah, I think that one's correct, actually. That one is. Alright, say hi to Connor.
Hi.
So, except for the history ones, this might be some of the last ones we're filming. My film crew is getting tired of filming all these. So, today, this is just the intro to a turtle story. And so let's just start with the theme right now. Animal encounters. The great hurrah about wild animals is that they exist at all. And the greater hurrah is the actual moment of seeing them. Andalard from Pilgrim at Tinker Creek. Okay, here we go. Animal encounters with George and Connor. Dear reader, this theme shows how people get close to and sometimes are able to help wild animals. As a photographer, I've learned to be patient, especially when taking pictures of animals in the wild. Waiting is a very useful experience. It's never a waste of time. At first, I listen to the people who know about the animals I'm interested in and who teach me by showing me their world. These can be scientists who study animals or a farmer who has learned about the creatures in the forest surrounding his farm. Often children teach me about the animals they are familiar with. Then I begin to look for what I will photograph. But animals don't wait for you. You can't tell them to stop, turn around and smile. So I wait. While I wait, I listen to the sounds around me. The birds of the forest, the rain pattering on the leaves, and the buzzing of insects, and the crow of a rooster in the distance. I feel the ground I'm sitting on, the heat of the tropics, and the sweat running into my eyes. I become aware of the smells that the breezes carry past me. All these sensations will help me to write the story that will accompany the photographs I'm there to take. Sometimes days will pass and no animals appear. One never knows when something will happen. If what I'm looking for doesn't appear, often the unexpected will astonish me. Then holding my breath, I begin to take pictures and hope that my camera is working. When that moment ends, I'm happy. I think, I got it. I hope, since I won't know until the film is developed. Then I have the pictures for my book. You will see moments like that in this theme when people and animals discover each other. And as a reader, you will also take part in that discovery. Yours truly, George and Connor. Your animal encounters. Theme connections. Take a minute to remember encounters you have had with animals. Think about how your experiences were like or different from those of George and Connor. Each of the selections in this theme shown below give its own meaning to the title Animal Encounters. As you read, think about how the animals and the people in each selection were changed by the encounter. Yeah, so, I can't imagine having that job of where you have to sit there patiently for like days to get the perfect shot, like you see on some of these BBC wildlife and the PBS. I can't imagine how patient you have to be. I could never do that job. Oh my God. Wrong guy. Wrong guy. Maybe some of you who are very like methodical and patient, maybe that's a great gig for you. I could never do that job. Oof. Everyone has the different things. All right, here we go. Theme wrap up. Check your progress. Check yourself before you wreck yourself. All right. In this theme, you've been reading about how people meet and often help wild animals. The next selection, because we're skipping one. Bring your new animal encounters to read about. Before you begin, return to George Anaconda's letter on pages 596, 598. You don't have to do it, I just read it to you. Think about how other characters in the theme show the patience and awareness he writes about. People helping animals is the subject of the following selections. Compare the kinds of help the humans give and the results of that help. Then give some thought about what all the theme selections tell about how people should act toward wild animals. And the one we're going to read today, a boy finds an endangered sea turtle and brings in others to save its life. Interrupted journey. And the reason I picked this one for the third one is this happens right on Cape Cod. It happens at a beach I've been to right near my parents' old house. It's right in Dennis. Might be in Harwich over the line. It's right on the border. So it's really cool. So this story is about a beach that's like less than an hour away from you. So that's pretty cool. All right, let's read Interrupted Journey. Saving Endangered Sea Turtles by Catherine Lasky. Photographs by Christopher G. Knight. The young turtle has been swimming for 3 months now in the same warm, shallow bay, grazing on small crabs and plankton, basking in an endless stream of calm water and plentiful food. But as the days begin to shorten and the light drains out of the sky earlier and earlier, the water grows colder. It drops to 50 degrees Fahrenheit. The turtle is confused. Swimming is harder. Its heartbeat slows and almost stops. 10 days before Thanksgiving, on a beach where pilgrims once walked, Max Nolan, a 10-year-old boy, and his mother begin their patrol. The Nolans are among volunteers who walk Cape Cod's beaches during November and December to search for turtles, who are often cold and stunned and seem dead. Turtles whose lives they may be able to save. It is a blustery day on Ellis Landing Beach. At 25 knots, the bitter northwest wind stings Max's face like sharp needles. It makes his eyes water, but he keeps looking. Looking above the high water mark, through the clumps of seaweed, looking below the tide line where the sand is hard and sleek and lapped by surf. Looking for a dark greenish brown mound about the size of a pie plate. Looking for a Kemp's Ridley turtle that is dying and perhaps can be saved. Max and his mother and other volunteers work for a vital cause. All sea turtles are threatened or endangered. Kemp's Ridleys are the most endangered of all. Right now, on our planet, there are fewer than 8,000 Kemp's Ridley turtles left. They are a vanishing species. On Ellis Landing Beach, snow squalls begin to whirl down. The waves are building. As they begin to break, the white froth whips across their steep faces. So far, there's no sign of a turtle. Max is far ahead of his mother when he sees the hump in the sand being washed by the surf. He runs up to it and shouts to his mom, "Got one!" The turtle is cold. Its flippers are floppy. Its eyes are open, but the turtle is not moving at all. It might be dead, but then again, it might not. Max remembers the instructions given to all rescuers. He picks up the turtle, which weighs about 5 pounds, and moves it above the high tide mark to keep it from washing out to the sea. Then he runs to find seaweed to protect it from the wind. He finds a stick to mark the spot, and next, he and his mother go to the nearest telephone and call the Sea Turtle Rescue Line of the Massachusetts Audubon Society. Within an hour, the turtle has been picked up and taken to the Wellfleet Bay Wildlife Sanctuary on Cape Cod. Robert Prescott, the director of the sanctuary, examines the turtle. "It sure does look dead," he says softly. "But you can never tell. If the turtle is really alive, it must be brought out of its cold, stunned condition. This is a task for the New England Aquarium, with its medical team, who over the years have made a specialty of treating turtles." Robert puts the new turtle in a plastic wading pool with another turtle that is quite lively. Max crouches by the edge and watches his turtle. It's as still as a stone. He gently touches the flipper. Nothing moves. Then after about 20 minutes, he thinks he might see a flicker in the turtle's left eyelid. He leans closer. "Hey, it's moving!" It wasn't just the eyelid. He saw the right rear flipper move a fraction of an inch. Over the next 5 minutes, he sees the turtle make 3 or 4 microscopically small motions with its right rear flipper. Soon the rescue team from the New England Aquarium arrives. Beth Chittick is a vet at the New England Aquarium. When the turtles arrive, she is ready for them. The turtles are taken immediately into the examination room. Beth is joined by head veterinarian Howard Crumb. It sounds like a character in like a Simpson episode. It's Howard Crumb. Sorry. They insert a thermometer into the cloaca, the opening under the turtle's tail. The temperature of the turtle, Max found, is 50 degrees Fahrenheit. Normal temperature for a turtle is usually about 75 degrees. Howard next tries to find a heartbeat. He listens intently. "I think I can hear a faint sound." He holds the stiff turtle against his ear as one might hold a seashell. "Why, gee whiz! I can hear the ocean," he jokes. Howard is still not convinced that the turtle is dead. "Oh, with turtles," Howard said, "death is a relative term. Turtles can survive, even when their hearts slow down for periods of time. Events that might damage the larger, more complicated brains of other animals will not always prove fatal to turtles." Is he calling turtles dumb? I think that's not nice. I don't like that. I think that's rude. Sorry. In fact, a turtle's heartbeat naturally slows down at times to just 1 or 2 beats per minute in order to conserve energy and keep vital organs like the brain working. So Howard won't give up on this turtle yet. The turtle does not seem dehydrated. The skin on its limbs is not wrinkled, a good sign. An assistant swabs down an area on the turtle's neck from which a blood sample will be taken. By analyzing the blood, Howard and Beth will be able to see how the turtle's kidneys and other organs are functioning. Next, the turtle is cleaned. The algae are washed and wiped from its shell. The doctors detect movement in its tail and then see some of the same movements that Max saw in its flippers. They are the motions a turtle makes when it swims. They do not necessarily mean that it is alive, though. It has been speculated that these movements could be what are sometimes called vestigial movements, echoes of long-ago actions, fossil behaviors embedded in the brain of an ancient creature. The turtle could be swimming in death or swimming toward life. Nonetheless, the vets hook up the turtle to an intravenous needle through which fluids will be pumped very slowly at a temperature slightly higher than the turtle's body. Beth and Howard have learned much about the condition of this turtle, but they are still not sure if it is really alive or dead. Finally, the turtle is tagged with a yellow-blue band. It will be known as Yellow Blue. It is put in the intensive care unit, a large temperature-controlled stainless steel box with a glass window. Inside, the turtle is placed on a soft pile of towels so its shell is supported and will not have to rest on its ventrum or bottom shell. Then the team turns their attention to another turtle, which is definitely alive. Howard picks up the turtle and talks to it as its flippers thrash madly. "Okay, little man." This turtle's temperature is 62 degrees. When they take its blood, the sample appears much redder than the nearly brownish blood of Yellow Blue, which indicates that there's more oxygen in it. But as lively as this one is, Howard gives it only a 50% survival rate. There was a good chance that pneumonia could still develop. They insert an intravenous tube for rehydration. Then they tag the animal with a plain yellow band. There are other turtles also being treated. One orange needs to have its eyes lubricated and then be weighed and examined. The turtle is feisty and needs to be sedated. That is done without drugs, simply by shielding the top of his head from the ceiling lights. There is a gland inside a turtle's head that is sensitive to light, and it is speculated that when the gland is covered, it helps the turtle settle down into a relaxed, near sleeping state. In this peaceful state, Orange begins to swim on the table, its flippers making the paddling motions that have since birth propelled it through thousands of miles of sea. Its heart rate at 36 beats a minute is good. Its respiration rate is still slow. It takes only one breath every minute. Its temperature is near 70 degrees. Orange is x-rayed for signs of pneumonia. The lungs are clear. Whatever the outcome for these three turtles, Beth, Howard, Robert, Max, and his mother all know they are doing their part to help return the turtles to health and to help return them to the sea. Yeah, so one animal encounter we had, and Connor remembers this exactly, is the dolphin that was on our Easter lawn. We talked about that in my mother-in-law's. There was a dolphin on the lawn. You remember that, Connor? You remember exactly, right?
Yeah. Totally wasn't like 8 years ago.
Okay.
No.
All right. We have a picture of you, though, with it. So.
Oh.
All right. So it was really there, and we had to call the New England Aquarium, too, to help the dolphin. So it's a similar thing, except this was a dolphin, and my in-laws happen to live on the water, so the dolphin came up to the, and then we carried it, and we had to leave it on the lawn while we waited for the New England Aquarium to get their water ready or whatever they were doing. All right, so there's my animal encounter. So that'll be fun, and tomorrow you're gonna do an essay on it. You won't have to read tomorrow. Just write a nice page, at least 3 paragraphs, because you use metal, one for each thing, about how the people in the book help animals. This one's pretty easy. The whole book is about helping animals. You'd be able to find a nice small quote, how Max and his mom, or that Dr. Howard Crumb, what a name, helps the sea turtle. Was it Kempley? Kemp Ridley? Kemp's Ridley sea turtle.
Yeah.
So I guess they're endangered, so that's important to help. And it's right here in Massachusetts. And I know in Bourne, just over the bridge from Wareham, Woods Hole has a site where if you wanted to volunteer, you can help them out. So if that's something you're interested in, you're in the right part of the world to study. Woods Hole on Cape is probably the best marine biologist place in the country. It's certainly one of them. All right. So I hope you enjoyed the story, and good luck today and writing tomorrow. All right. Bye.